Alright guys, so I'll be taking you through my arsenal, what clippers and tools I use on a day-to-day basis as a barber. So let's start off with the clippers. Love my Gamma Boosted. It's got like a lower RPM rate, lower RPM range. I use it a lot for mainly just to fade. So I don't really use it to debulk. You debulk with a different clipper, then I use this just to fade. I love the fact that it's got no notches. I don't like using notches. And it's not too loud, but it's not too quiet. It's in the middle. This is definitely a clipper that you got to look after because it can break really easily. But I love doing most of my fades with this clipper, and it's a light clipper as well, light in the hand. Now coming in with the second clipper I like to use is the gold War Magic. This will never let you down. Works really well. Again, it's got no notches, which is what I love. Really powerful, good for bulk, good for fades. Does have a fade blade at the back, so it sits flush on the head when you're fading. I've had this for a while now, and it runs like the same way as I bought it from the box. No issues at all with it. Now I also like to use this 50 cal caliber. It's really good as well. It's more on the quiet side. It's also got a fade blade, really good for fades. And this has notches, but the notches are pretty smooth on this one. And yeah, this is the same thing. It doesn't really let you down. It still runs the same as when I bought it. It doesn't really break. It doesn't change. It doesn't get weaker or anything. Pretty solid, heavy duty. I really like the caliber. 50 cal. It's got good battery life as well. Coming in, I also don't mind. I don't mind these Ergo Gammas. They're pretty sweet. Has notches. Yeah, it still runs the same as when I bought it as well. Yeah, I like the Gamma. It's also got a fade blade, so good for fades. And it's got a really nice feel when you hold it. Like it's nice, and it's another nice big clipper, but it's got a good little spot here for your thumb. So this is the Gamma Ergos. And I also like to use these Cocos. So this is a clipper. This has got more of a taper blade at the back. I mainly use this for bulk. So number twos, number threes, or to debulk for a fade. Now these I've had for over a year, and they still run like I bought them, fresh from the packet. These are awesome. These also have notches. Hey bro, haircut. Have a seat over here. These also have notches, work really well. But yeah, this is my main hitter for bulk, and it never struggles. It chews through bulk like nothing. You could probably mow the lawn with this. This is how powerful and great it is. I really like the Coco clipper for bulk. And that pretty much sums it up for what clippers I use. Now let's talk about my blow dryer. I use the Tuft blow dryer. Pretty awesome. It's all digital. Turn it on. Now different colors for obviously different temperatures. So red's hot, blue is cool. It's all digital. I love the airflow that comes out. It comes directly out. This is the only blow dryer I use. I've been using it now for maybe over a year. It's really lightweight as well. Now trimmers, I like my Coco trimmer over here. So it's a digital gap. So you don't have, fresh out the box, you don't have to zero gap it because it's digital gap. So it's gapped by a machine. Cuts really close. I use this mainly for my C cups and sometimes like my lineups because it's really sharp. I'll never use it around the neck or the face because it's too sharp. You probably cut somebody with it. So this is my main hitter for C cups or to line up a nice hairline sometimes, but sometimes it is a bit too sharp for the hairline. So I mainly use this for my C cups. It's called the Coco. The Saber, I don't really use this much anymore, but this is an all-rounder. It hits pretty well. It's okay for bulk removal, not the best, but it's a good all-round trimmer. I've had this for a little over a year now. Still works pretty well. I'll probably replace the blade once on it due to just dropping it a bit. But other than that, yeah, it's pretty reliable. Now the Tuft, I use the Tuft trimmer as well. This is pretty powerful, great for bulk removal, great for lineups, great for the beard. It's got a sharp blade, so it's also good for C cups and stuff. So definitely an all-rounder. I also use the Saber. It's pretty much identical to the Tuft. It's great for bulk removal. Probably just a little bit weaker than the Tuft, which is fine, but it still removes bulk just as good. Great for lineups. It's another all-rounder, but yeah, I mainly use my my silver bullet for bulk removal. And to get those really faint lines out of a fade, I love to use my Coco. That really can cut. This is one of the only trimmers I got that cuts almost as close as a foiler. So this gets my foiler line out a lot. So this is a really important machine to me to have in my arsenal. And I don't use these anymore, but you can't go wrong with a pair of Babyliss trimmers. These are OGs, but yeah, I rarely use them anymore. But yeah, decent for lineups, decent for bulk removal. Moving on to my foilers, I love this Babyliss UV foil shaver. So this head over here sterilizes the blade, the foil. So as you can see, it goes blue. And that part literally sterilizes the foil. The foil lasts pretty long. And yeah, best part about it is it literally cleans itself. And I also use the OGs, the Babyliss foil shaver. You can't go wrong with this. I love the foil on this. Lasts forever, lasts a long time. And yeah, I've had this for a while now. All I do is just replace the blade on it, which isn't too expensive. I think it's around 45, 50 bucks or 60 bucks actually. But yeah, these are really reliable. Can never go wrong with these. Now with scissors, shears, I use Osaka's. These are a couple of $100. These are really good. However, I've dropped them so they don't cut as good as when I bought them. I like this razor over here. It's really thin cutthroat. Good for everything basically. It's an all-rounder. Really good for C cups, and I even do wet shaves with it. It's really good. I'm really used to it now, and I love how thin it is. That's the best part. Just gets into the neck area a bit nicer, and the C cups a bit nicer. I use this bob comb for a bit of clipper over comb. This is awesome. I like the Babyliss neck duster. Does a really good job. And I like to use the Wall Premium guards. What I like about the Wall Premium guards is they literally fit on any clipper. They're very universal, like the Ergos they'll fit on. They'll fit on the Cocos quite easily as well. And of course they'll fit on Wars, since they're Wars. They'll also fit on the Gammas. And I also love using a knuckle brush, clean all the hair while I fade. And I use Astra blades. Astra blades are good. I don't really venture off to many other blades. I just use Astra blades. They do the job. I've been using Astra blades since I've started 14 years ago. And this is my comb for scissor work on top of the hair. I use the fine part, and I use the non-fine part as well. And yeah guys, that sums it up for all the gear that I use in 2025 as a barber. I personally think you should have all these clippers in your arsenal. Your haircuts will change. Like I said, the reason I have so many different clippers are for different power, different RPM ratios. Higher RPM for bulk removal, lower RPM for fades. That's why I have so many different clippers. And I have so many different trimmers. Some are my hitters, some remove bulk for me, and some are all rounders for me. And yeah, I'm very simple with my scissors. I just use one pair of these. And for my thinners, I also use Sensei. These are great. They remove a decent amount of thickness to the hair, but not too much. They don't over thin, which is good. So these are Sensei's. A couple of $100 as well. Well worth it. So yeah guys, make sure to invest in all your tools for when you cut hair, because your tools are actually what make you your money.